Let's get into some things, child. We got some stuff to talk about today, honey. We got some stuff to talk about. Hit that like button. If you are new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We have a great time over here. You meant what you said when you said it. Really be expect, because I'll be understanding y'all sometimes. And when y'all know when I say y'all, you know I'm talking about y'all. I'm talking about y'all. Convince me that all these people that got something to say have been actively involved in the political process in their world. I don't believe it. You ain't gonna convince me. I know y'all love me. Happy Friday! Happy Friday! How you guys doing on this last day of well, it's not the last day of Black History Month. Tomorrow's the last day, but last Friday, I should say, of Black History Month. How you guys doing? Come on in. I'm sorry for the confusion with the different, with all of the different, lives, the links and stuff, baby. Listen, all I could say was I was trying to do the live. StreamYard added it a bunch of times, and then I deleted it, but then I accidentally deleted the link I wanted to use, so I had to do a whole thing. So my bad. Let me say hi to the people. I know y'all are coming in here, so let me go on and say hi. Hey, CC, Cross Country Cruiser. What's up, Chuck? Lovely Nola. What's going on? Chef Don Don. Hey, boo. Natty Spencer. What's going on? Hey, Cheryl. What's up, boo? Gossip in the Garden Vintage. Hey, Kari. Diamond Pearl Gem. Hey, Carmen. What's going on? Mo Walker. Hey, Share My Love. What's going on? Shannon. Sweet Pea. Hey, girl. Hey, Just Sweet. What's up, Papo? Nubian Mahogany. What's going on? Ravine. Hey, my love. Alexis Thomas. Lady Libra. What's up, girl? Hey, Corey. Dream 007. Miss Cookie. Marcus Terry. Straight out the VA. Yes. If I missed your name, charge it to my head and not my heart. Still suffering from November 2024. Child, don't get me started on that, honey. Don't get me started on that. I saw somebody sent me another video of this man whose wife, this white guy down in Florida, whose wife was, I don't know, Cuban something, I don't know. And she got picked up and he told me something. I didn't vote for this. Yes, you did. You absolutely did. But anyway, y'all come on in. Jay, what's up? Jay hit me up yesterday and was like, we're not having no tribe meeting? Like, ain't no tribe meeting tonight? I was like, no, there's no tribe meeting. Look, baby. I didn't get home last night until like after 6, and then I had something I needed to do, and I was like, by that time, I was like, I'm not going live that late. Y'all know I try not to go live after a certain time because I try to give myself a few hours to myself in the evening. So if I can't do it, if I do them to review, that's one thing. But my tribe meeting, I try to start those early because sometimes y'all be having me in here talking for a long time. I have a long list today. And what I'm probably going to have to do is whatever I don't talk about today, we're going to get to tomorrow because I haven't done a regular tribe meeting pretty much all week because we talked about Tyra Banks on Wednesday. And then I feel like maybe it's been since maybe Monday or Tuesday. So yeah, because then we did the because we talked about Tyra Banks on Tuesday, and then on Wednesday we did all things Bravo. So we really haven't had a regular tribe meeting in a few days, and there's been a lot of stuff going on that I do want to kind of touch on. And so whatever we don't get to today, we'll do another one. We'll do a part 2 tomorrow or something, honey, because it's going to be what it's going to be. What up, Tracy? What's up, boo? And thank you for being a member for 24 months, Jay. Listen, Jay, I don't want you. Do you want me to tell the people your business? Go put it in the chat if you want me to tell the people your business, because I don't want to tell it if you don't want the people to know. But let me know if I have permission to tell people your business. Sassy girl, yeah, I explained that. Yeah, I had to I deleted when I was trying to add the live, it kept giving me an error message saying that YouTube wouldn't approve my title. So I changed my title, and then when I went to go in to start the live, it was like no, when I went in, it was like 10 of these from every time I tried to add the title. Anyway, so I deleted them. So that's why I said it was deleted. My bad if that confused any of y'all. My bad. The book club, but we're going to do that this weekend. I don't have a time yet, but it will be this weekend. It'll be this weekend. We're gonna do the introduction and the first couple of chapters this weekend. We're gonna get that started. We're definitely gonna get that started. All right. Tracy Chuck said he said it's been a week. He need to know what the menu is. The bar. I saw that couple getting on the plane, snatched the husband after 108 days. They got $15,000 bail and an ankle bracelet and lost their savings. Pity, boo-hoo. Well, what's up, Universal Goddess? What's going on? Okay, I'm gonna let the people know in a minute. We're gonna get there in a second, but I'm gonna let the people know. in a minute. Okay. Katie, did I say what's up already? Hey. So yeah, that's what's going on. How y'all doing? Chase review, because child, I have words. Listen, I was trying to do it tonight because baby, I got some words too, but it'll probably be Sunday because Ebby works. El Teddy is free for once he's not traveling this weekend, but Ebby's working tonight. So we're going to do it Sunday. So Chasing, and it's going to be on my channel. It'll be on my review channel. So Chasing will be on my review channel. It will be on Sunday. So yes, because I have some words as well. Absolutely. What's up, Miss Jeannie? What's going on? Amber Shelby, what's up? Tiffany, Miss Jocelyn. Hey, y'all coming in. All right. We almost at 100. At 150, we got to close them doors. And Don is here. We got to close the doors at 150. Keeping it real with Malik. If you are in the bushes, I am still trying to unblock you, boo. I did not find you on my list. I told you to write your name. I did see your name, but when I tried to unblock, I don't know. Sometimes YouTube does that. So I'm working. I don't want you to think I'm ignoring you. I'm working. I'm sorry that you got blocked when you were just making a joke, but baby, I told y'all in this current climate, I can't play. I just can't. I can't do it in this current climate. Part of the reason why I'm gonna go ahead and tell y'all. Part of the reason why I wasn't live yesterday. I did get home late, like I said, but I had something to do because, as you guys know, I'm getting into this travel. And I have some people that have reached out to me that want me to look up some trips for them. So, baby, I was working. I had to take care of that first because, baby, I'm trying to, because, when people reach out to you and say, hey, I want to take a trip, you got to jump on that. You got to jump on that before they find somebody else to do it, okay? So, baby, that's what I was doing. And when I get off of here, I got some more work I had to do because, baby, we're trying to make it do what it do. Yeah, he's blocked. I gotta find, but I'm gonna figure it out. Though. So today is the last day to get your raffle ticket for the tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day to get your raffle ticket for the Black History Month raffle. Now look, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I see how y'all like these Stanley Cups. Because the minute I told y'all that y'all was going to win a Stanley Cup, baby, everybody buying the raffle tickets now. I probably done sold 20 more raffle tickets in the past 2 days with people talking about some, oh, wait a minute. Let me get my raffle tickets. So let me put this link in the chat. Get your raffle ticket tomorrow. Oh, shoot. What did I just do? Oh, shoot. What did I just do? Oh, okay, there it is. All right. Get your raffle ticket now. And here's the link. I do need to ask y'all something though. There's the link. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, we're doing a Black History Month raffle. There are 3 prizes. First prize is a Black History Month basket. Second prize is a ReallyBTV swag bag. It'll be some stuff in there. And third place is a $25 gift card, Visa gift card that we hope you will use to support a Black brand or minority brand, female, Black, minority owned brand, whatever. So that is what we want to do. That is what we want to do. The bar is open. We have a leche martini, a cinnamon brown sugar old fashioned, a peach hibiscus Tom Collins, and for the non-drinkers, we have a sparkling mango wine tea. There's the drink menu for tonight. Tracy, you already know what to slide down that bar. Go on and slide me that old fashioned. Ooh, that sounds good. I wish I had one in real life, baby. Brown sugar, cinnamon. Oh my. Well, I got my tea, honey. Oh, the tea bag must be covering up the thing. The tea not coming out. The tea bag must be. Come on, tea bag, move around. It must be blocking it. My tea not coming out. There it is. Okay. Would you say you said I ordered 2 and bought 2 Stanley cups? I keep telling myself I'm not a Stanley girl. Venture said I need one of each. Today has been a rough one. I know that's right. Honey lemon tea as you speak. Okay, honey lemon. Yes, yes. How much for the raffle tickets? So the raffle tickets are $10 a piece, or you can get 3 tickets for $20, or you can get 10 tickets for $80. Just fill out that link so I'll have your name on the form, and lost my train of thought. Oh, and you can Cash App me the money, you can Zelle it, or you can send it through PayPal. All that information is on the form, but I'll put it in the chat again. If you need to Zelle or PayPal, send it here. Okay. Oh, Cross Country Cruiser. Cross Country Cruiser said, I'm going to win this. Thank you, boo. Mwah. Thank you. I'll add you when I get off of here. I do need to ask a question before we move on to the next announcement. We got a couple of church announcements. We have a couple of church announcements. So before we move on to the next announcement, I do have a question to ask. I have CC2254. You bought 1 ticket. I just want to make sure I have that correct. I see you in the chat, so just put yes, please. Okay, Cross Country Cruiser. I just saw you just bought 2 more, well 3 more. Lady Libra, I see you just bought 3. Okay, cool. All right. I just want to make sure, CC, for some reason, I just want to make sure that I have you correct. Oh, Bilo, thank you. Bilo gifted a membership. Thank you, my love. Who got the membership, Tracy? Don, who got that membership? Thank you, Tiffany. I just got your Cash App. Thank you. I'm going to add everybody's name when I get off of here. And tomorrow is the last day. We will draw the name on Sunday. When I go live on Sunday, we will do the drawing. And y'all know on first of the month, I always give memberships as well. So we'll be doing all of that on Sunday. Thank you. So congratulations, Amber Shelley. You have been gifted a membership. If you were in the chat, please make sure you thank Bilo. Thank you so much for the gifted membership. Thank you so much. Oh, no. Feel better. You got 101 temperature. Now, Tracy has already, the second announcement. The second announcement is, have you voted today? The Starry Awards, we have 2 more weeks of voting, y'all. 1 more week. Shoot, geez. We got 1 more week of voting. Y'all know I've been nominated for 3 awards, and the Whether You Like It or Not panel has been nominated. So please, if you haven't voted yet, please make sure y'all vote. There's the link right there. It's in the chat. If y'all could just vote for, vote for your girl. Abby's been nominated. El Teddy's been nominated. Scotty, T. Y'all know. So y'all get over there, please, and vote for somebody. I mean, vote for me. Can you do it from your phone? If you have I don't know if you can do it from an Apple. Thank you, Cheryl. Oh, y'all see, y'all buying these raffle tickets today, honey, because y'all know y'all gonna win one of these Stanley Cups. And I think I've decided which 2 I'm going to keep and which 2 I'm going to give. Yeah, when you go to do a super chat, Jay, if you go in to do a super chat, you should be able to see where it says where the dollar sign is. It should say gift memberships. That should be in there. Thank you, Auntie Eva. Auntie Eva said I voted today. Okay, look at y'all buying these raffle tickets. I mean, that's it for brunch. I don't know if you meant to say for brunch. You meant to say for a raffle, right? Okay, so these are the cups. So these are the 2 that are going to be in the I've decided which 2 I'm going to keep and which 2 I'm going to give. This was very hard because there's 3 of them that I really, really, really wanted to keep. So it's been very hard. So I just want to be honest with you guys. Okay, so the first one is, let me make sure this is the right one. Hold on. Now this is the one I'm going to keep. That's the one I'm going to keep. Matter of fact, I'm going to put that in the dishwasher tonight so I can start using it tomorrow. Okay. Not dishwasher. I'm not going to put it in the dishwasher. I'm going to wash it tonight so I can start using it tomorrow. Okay. So this, I don't want to take it all the way out of the box because I don't want to mess up the packaging. Because like I said, this is one of the ones I'm giving away. But this is the one that's black. Let's see if you can see some. Can y'all see? This is the one. It's black and it's got the little I don't know what you call that, but it's like that color at the top. And it's a black one. Somebody asked, is it the 32 ounces? I don't know. Hold on. Let me see what the box is. Let me see what the box is. It doesn't say how many ounces. But it's this size. I guess this is 32 ounces. I know, Cruiser, baby. I know we deleted it and all that stuff. So that's the first one that's included. And then this is the other one. This is the other one I wanted to keep because I think this is so pretty with the flowers and everything. I wanted to keep this one too, if I'm being very honest with y'all. But I'm going to keep the Barbie one because I just think that's so unique. Barbie is such a unique thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to keep the Barbie one and I'm going to keep the blue one because blue is my favorite color. So it's this one. This is the one I'm going to put in the Really Be swag bag. This one is in the Really Be swag bag and the black one is in the Black History Month one. Okay. Does it say? I don't see, but hold on. Let me look again, child. Hold on. I might have looked too fast. Hold on. It's 30 ounces. It's 30 ounces. 30 ounces. Yep. You knew I was gonna keep the blue one. Blue is my favorite color. And like I said, I'm gonna keep the Barbie one. And I might not even open the Barbie one. I might just keep that as like that looks like it's just like a nice, like almost like a collector's item. I don't know, I might use it. But I'm definitely gonna use the blue one. The blue one I'm washing tonight. Mm-hmm. Y'all knew I was gonna keep the blue one. Stop acting like y'all know me. Okay. With that being said, so I will add all the names of the people who are sending me money for the raffle. I'm adding those names tonight. Tomorrow is the last day, and we will draw the names. And once I have a winner is when I will order the shirt, because I can't order the shirts until I know who won. That's why I asked you for your shirt size. And then everything else I already have. The books are on their way. I ordered the books. And then the t-shirt. So once I get the t-shirt, it'll be in the mail. The swag bag, the Really Be stuff that should go out by the end of next week as well. everything I ordered, the stuff that it should be here. They went all out for the Barbie collection. Yeah, it's really cute. Well, I already showed it to y'all. Okay. Last but not least, y'all know what I'm about to say next. Y'all could probably say it for me, honey. Y'all could probably say it for me. Y'all know what I'm getting ready to say next. Did y'all get on that boat yet? Huh? Did y'all book this yet? Y'all booked this yet? Now listen, let me tell y'all something. We officially have 20 rooms booked. So y'all know that my goal, well, Cruiser gave me a goal of 50, but that's my goal. My goal is 50 rooms. We officially have 20 rooms booked. So we need 30 more, y'all, to go on and get y'all $200 deposit together. You still have until March the 16th. You got 2 more weeks. You have 2 more weeks, give or take a few days to get it together. I know some of us got to budget our stuff out. I know that's what we have to do. So you still have 2 more weeks, but baby, I'm telling y'all, we are ready to go and we're going to have ourselves a good time. The inside cabins start at $892. The ocean view, $1,008.86. Balcony is $1,386. Again, call that number, the 800-465-3595. Group number 9923946. Now, those rates, can you book after March the 16th? You can. You can book until this ship leaves the port or gets sold out, whichever happens first. However, I cannot guarantee those prices after March the 16th. So if you say, look, Really B, I'm going to do it, but I got to wait till I get my taxes, and I don't know if my taxes are going to get back. I don't know if my taxes are going to be back by March the 16th. That's okay. I just can't guarantee that price. So if you want to get that price, go ahead and hold your room, and then you have until November the 28th to pay it off. So that gives you March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November. Baby, that gives you 7 months to finish paying it off. That gives you 7 months. You can pay $50 a payday and probably be in good shape by November the 28th, okay? All right, so with that being said, go on over there and call. They open until 8 o'clock, so you still have about 45 minutes. I'll give you permission to leave the tribe meeting if you get ready to go book your cruise. I give you permission to leave if you're about to go book, okay? But we officially have 20 rooms. So with that being said, run, don't walk. Run, don't walk. Okay. All right, y'all. Really be Tracy said Really be on her bougie tribe booking all the junior suites. Let me tell you something. Y'all booking them junior suites. I ain't even gonna lie, y'all are. Y'all are. Y'all booking them junior suites now. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Now, real quick, I'm gonna just say this. I told you guys that the solo rates are a little bit cheaper. So if you're going by yourself, for the interior cabin, it's $757.43 for an interior cabin by yourself. For a ocean view cabin by yourself, it's $873.43. And for a balcony by yourself, it's $1,232.57. So, baby, by the time you pay your deposit, if you get you an ocean view room, by the time you pay your deposit, that take it down to $573. Like I said, you could pay $50 a payday and have it paid off by November. I'm just telling y'all. And let me tell y'all something else. They take a firm. So for all of y'all that be using the firm to get stuff off the TikTok shop and Fashion Nova and stuff, y'all better take that $200 down there to the Royal Caribbean and book this trip. Because they take a firm. And I'm telling you what I know. You want to know another little trick? I think it's It's either Afterpay or Klarna. It's either Afterpay or Klarna. I don't remember which one, but it's either Afterpay or Klarna. Let me tell you another little trick you can do. Go on and pay your deposit. Okay, you got to pay your deposit. But it's like I said, it's either Afterpay or Klarna. They sell Royal Caribbean gift cards. Now, this is about to sound real convoluted, but listen to me. Listen to me. They sell Royal Caribbean gift cards. So you can put your $200 deposit down, right? If you get an inside cabin, go or whatever, put your $200 deposit down, and then you go buy you a gift card. If you have a Klarna line of credit, or it's either Klarna or Afterpay. I just don't remember which one it is. If you have a line of credit with one of those two, you buy you a gift card for Royal Caribbean. And then you put the gift card and pay the rest of your cruise off. And then you pay off that gift card. You see what I'm saying? I'm just trying to give y'all options. I'm just telling y'all how to get on the ship. Okay? All right. Because where you are today ain't going to be where you're going to be in November. Okay? Where you are today is not going to be where you are in November. All right? You voted. Thank you, Sabria. Thank you, boo. Moving right now, Cajun about to get put out the group chat. He about to be on the outside, so he ain't gonna know what's going on because he about to get put out the group chat of the cruise. Now he been cutting up for the last 2 days. We done had to put it's Klarna. Thank you, Sweet Pea. It's Klarna. See, so look, make your $200 deposit because it takes a few days. It takes a little while for that gift card to apply. I'm telling you, I did it last year just to see how it worked. I'm just telling you what I did. I just bought like a $200 gift card just to see how it would work. Because I was like, okay, let me see how this works. And it worked. But it does take a little while for them to apply it. So it's not instant. So get your deposit. Go and pay your deposit. And then buy you a gift card for whatever your balance is. And get them to apply the gift card. Boom, boom. Okay. Afterpay too. So look, if you have Afterpay or if you have Klarna, or Affirm, baby, get on this ship. Zip, get on this ship. Okay, that's it. I'm done now. I'm done. Let's get into some stuff. Cajun, your timestamp is 28 minutes and 57, so just say 29 minutes, okay? Since you want to put in the chat about the people, about when the people want to just get to the good stuff, okay? We did. We definitely did. I'm mad we got to wait another year, but we had a good time. All right. So with that being said, y'all, let's get into some stuff. Now, look, it's been a lot going on. It's been a lot going on. Locking the view. Hell, I can get a single balcony for a reasonable. Yes. That's what I'm telling y'all. These prices are good prices. They really are good prices. Lock that price in, and then you got 7 months to pay the rest off. I'm just telling you, listen, I'm just telling you some good stuff. And then you get the and listen, here go an added bonus. You get to beat up Cajun for 4 days. That's a bonus. That's some good stuff right there. You get to beat up Cajun for 4 whole days. Chuck, that should be enough reason for you to get on that ship that you can beat up Cajun for 4 days. But anyway, moving right along. Let's get into it. So remember last year when Miami down to the Florida told the people don't come, they said we don't want y'all down here with y'all ratchet I can't get it out of my head. With y'all ratchet spring break, thank you. Thank you. He said, with y'all ratchet spring break. Remember when they told the people down in Florida last year, said, we don't want y'all to come, so we're going to put all these rules in place to try to stop y'all from coming. Now, we know who they really didn't want down there. They didn't want the people down there. But guess what ended up happening? Ain't nobody go to Florida. Y'all remember last year how empty Florida's beaches were for spring break because they had put all these rules in place. They talk about the curfew and the this and the that and the other, and how hotels wouldn't give rooms. They weren't going to rent rooms to the people. If all these rules and stuff. Fort Lauderdale, yeah. Down in the Fort Lauderdale, Miami area, down that way. Y'all remember last year? And then all the business owners complained. They went to their city council members and their representatives. They even went to the governor and they said, what the hell? We losing money. We're losing thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars that we rely on because we know that the people are coming. Well, guess what? Surprise, surprise. All of a sudden now Miami said, we didn't mean it. We want y'all to come back. We sorry. We sorry. All them rules, we're going to get rid of them. We're going to take it away. We didn't mean it. We didn't mean it. Well, I tell you, these fuck around and find out moments, boy, I tell you. DB said, yeah, going back to Florida because y'all came to Houston and we ain't want to hear either. What's up, Cams? You were on my mind yesterday. I was going to call you, but it was late and I was like, I'll call him tomorrow. But I promise you, I was thinking about you last night. Lost millions, but kept those a-holes in office. Well, they did do that. You're right. They did do that, honey. They did do that. Little baby said, I hate spring breakers. Here's the thing. If I lived in an area like that, I understand that it can be a lot and it can be overwhelming. And I understand that people show up, they're drunk, they're belligerent, they're entitled. Like, I get all of that. I understand 100% why y'all don't want them there. But business owners do. Not they begging more than Marvin Gaye was in Distant Lover, baby. That's a song right there. You were up. See, I don't know you and your sleeping habits. You know what I mean? So now that I know you a late bird like me, next time I'll just text you, and then if you up, you up. You calling everybody, but not calling me back. That's why you ain't getting no call back. Actually, Markel, I thought about calling you this morning, but I try not to call you too early. And I try not to call other people too late because I'm a late bird. And I know sometimes you be up, but I also try to respect the fact that you're a married man now. Okay? You're a married man now. I be trying to respect it. You're married. But you and your husband got a lot going on. But I'll give you a call this weekend, boo. So, Viola Davis has written her first novel in conjunction with James Patterson. Now, I'm actually excited to read it. No. Don't you do it. Markel, we're going to start deleting your comments. We're going to start deleting him. See, Tracy, don't get me. See, now Tracy going to get me in trouble. Hey, Dr. Matt. See, now Tracy trying to get me in trouble. James Patterson has done that with a lot of celebrities. I don't know if you guys are familiar with James Patterson's novels. He's done books with Dolly Parton. He's done books with Dolly Parton is just the first one that pops in my head for whatever reason. But he's done those types of books before in conjunction. So I personally I'm gonna read it. Look at Tracy. She pocket dialed me, but that's not the point. Right. Yeah, tell the whole story, Tracy. If you're going to tell it, tell it. The Alex Cross series. Bill Clinton. Yes, I knew it was somebody I was forgetting. Yes, Bill. He has a whole series with Bill Clinton. So they're actually pretty good books. And because I love me some Viola Davis, I'm going to support it anyway. I'm going to read it. I'm probably going to get it on audiobook. I hope she's going to do the voice on audiobook. James Patterson, he did another one with Sanaa Lathan. She didn't write the book, but she did the audio version. It was called The Judge. It was actually pretty decent. It was a little... I'm not going to say it was unbelievable because it's believable, but it was really good. Sanaa Lathan's character was actually a Supreme Court. She was the first Black female Supreme Court justice. And it was her story. It was a story. The President's Daughter. Yeah, y'all bought me one of those books, and I have not read it yet. If I'm telling the truth, it's in my library. I've been listening to a lot of like podcasts and stuff lately. I haven't been doing a lot of books, but I definitely got to get into it. John Grisham has a new one out that I downloaded it. He did a couple with President Clinton, but he did a few others too. But like I said, I know the one with Dolly Parton because I was like, oh, that's probably interesting. I like John Grisham too. I like John Grisham too. A few of his books, I'm like, yeah, that's one of the ones he did with Bill Clinton, The President's Daughter. Yeah, I think he's done like 3 with Bill Clinton. So shout out to you, Viola. Donnie McClurkin has responded to the lawsuit, and I'm not gonna Pam. Y'all go over there if y'all want the full breakdown. Y'all go over there and listen to Pam. She read the full response. But ultimately, there were a few caveats in there that were like kind of interesting. But he said, he basically said, I ain't do it. Surprise, surprise. It'll be interesting to see how this ends. I feel like it's going to be a settlement, and that's going to be that. I feel like Donnie and his attorneys are going to throw out a number good enough, and they'll be able to move on. That's my opinion. I don't know if that's to be true, but that's my opinion. You need to check out State of Terror by Hillary Clinton and Louise Penny. Oh, hold on. Let me write that down. State of Terror. Hillary. Okay, I'm going to check it out. Thank you. Since I finished my doctorate, I can't read a comic book right now. I know that's right. Not Donita's shutting up is free and the civil lawsuit payment and lower. Look. And one thing he did say in his lawsuit that I thought was very interesting, his response was, he said that he did not assault, he did not have relationships with this young man. But then he said, but if I did, it was consensual. Why you couldn't just leave it at, I didn't have a sexual relationship with him? Why did you have to add but if I did, it was consensual? Now, I understand that what you're being accused of doing is something that's not consensual. The man is accusing you of violating him. So I understand that. But it seems to me that if you didn't sleep with the man, that should just be I didn't sleep with him. Full stop. Why did you add, but if I did, it was consensual? Because if somebody's accusing me of stealing their car and I didn't steal their car, my defense is I didn't steal their car. I didn't steal their car, but if I did, it was consensual. You said you didn't hear that part. When you listen to Pam, you didn't hear when Pam said that? I wish I could find the timestamp. I'd play it for you, but I don't have the timestamp right now. But when she was reading it, she said that part. And Tracy actually sent me if I have time, I'll go and find it. But I don't want to Auntie Eva, if I have time, I'll pull it up and I'll go find it. Now we fall down and get back up again. Child. That's what OJ said. He said, I ain't do it, but if I did it, this how I would have done it. Right, Cams. I didn't sleep with him, but if I did, he wanted it. Right. Right. I didn't rob the bank, but if I did, it would have only been my lockbox and account. Yeah, Auntie Eve, if you remind me towards the end, I want to get through a few more stories first. But if you remind me, I can pull it up. Oh, no problem. No. I know you weren't. I know you weren't challenging me like that. I was just saying I can find it for you so you'll hear what I'm saying. But Pam, again, it was in Pam's video because as she was reading through it, because I'm gonna try to find the timestamp. What's up, Kim? Hey, boo. Yeah. Again, I know you weren't challenging me. I just wanted to that you hear it. That's all. I know you weren't. I ain't taking no kind of way. And that's when we collectively said now, Orenthal. right. Okay. Kim said, I'm still in shocked. You was fooling around on TikTok. I need to start going live on TikTok again. Maybe next week, maybe for March. The month of March, maybe for the month of March, I can't talk. Maybe for the month of March, I'll be consistent with TikTok, Twitch, and doing these lives. I'm gonna do it for the month of March and see. I'm gonna see what my subscriber count is on March the 1st, and see what my subscriber count is at the end of the month, and see if doing all that stuff changed anything, child. We do. Look, Jay Wash, stop it. I have a shit we did not ask for that we might as well go ahead and do it now. Jaden said it. Jay said we need a shit we didn't ask for with the Girl Scout cakes. Now I haven't seen no Girl Scout cookie cakes, but I do have a hold on, let me play it. Let me not play it. Let me show it to y'all. I think Tracy sent me this. She was trying to make me fall off my diet. Because Tracy sent me this last week, I think. I just ain't get around to talking about it right here. Oh, no, this ain't it. I did see something with Girl Scout cookies, though, but I don't have it. But this right here, Krispy Kreme, is doing Oreo theme. They have a whole Oreo theme donuts coming out. Now, I would probably try this one. The one right here. I might try that one. Because that looks like it's just a donut with the crumbles on top. I would try that. This one down here look like a lot. That looks like a lot. It looks like a donut and then a stuffing and then an Oreo on top of it. That looks like a lot. This looks like it might be, again, like a cookies and cream theme one. Right? You tried that one? I would try it. Now, you know what? If I'm near... Oh, wait a minute. Tracy said she sent it to me. She did send it to me. Okay, she did. Now, if I was... Now, I didn't do that right. Okay, hold on. We haven't done this shit. We haven't done one in so long. I didn't do it right. Okay, let's start over. Use your emojis, okay? We have a segment here called Shit We Did Not Ask For. Okay, so if this is something you would want, then you put the emoji in the chat, yes. If you're a member, you put emoji in the chat, no. And if you say, hell no, I wouldn't try that, you put that emoji in the chat, hell no. But if you are not a member, you can still participate. Put a 1 in the chat for yes, 2 in the chat for no, or 3 in the chat for hell no. So let me show y'all again, and then we're going to do Tracy just sent me the Girl Scout ones. We're going to do that next. Thank you. Thank you for the raffle, boo. Y'all tearing this raffle up tonight, honey. I ain't mad at you. I'm going to add everybody when I get off of here. So there are the Krispy Kremes. Would you try one of these? Have you tried one of these? Now, I would try one. And like I said, I would probably try that one. Maybe that one. I got to see what that is better. Okay, yeah, it's crumbles on top of that with sprinkles. With cream. Oh, that's like the yellow one. So that has the yellow. This one is like the yellow Oreo. So it's got like the crumbles and the cream. That might be a little too rich. That might be a lot going on with that. But this is the one I would try. This is the one I would try with just the crumbles on top. Now, I hope it's not stuffed with something. I don't want it stuffed. But I would try one. You say 2. The hubby says 3. Dang, the hubby said, hell no. All right, now the Girl Scout ones. This is the ones that Jay Wash was talking about. Oh, shoot, wait a minute. These are the bundt cakes. Now, if you have a bundt cake, they have the Girl Scout bundt cake. So you see, that looks like Samoa right there. These are the Samoas. Okay, these are Samoas right here. S'mores, whatever you want to call it. And then these are the lemon. These are the thin mints. And then you got the cupcakes at the bottom. I'm just going to tell y'all, yes, I would try the s'mores one. Not the lemon. I'm not a big lemon girl. But I would try. But I've had s'more cupcakes before. Like I've gone to like cupcake shops and they have s'mores cupcakes. I don't think I would do the thin mint. I'm finally at a point where I can eat a couple of the thin mint cookies. Like if I buy a box of thin mints, it probably take me a minute to eat the box. Same thing with the Samoas. The Samoas, because they're so rich. But I like the Samoas. Trefoils were always my favorite when I was a kid because those are just the simple butter cookies, and I love those. Dip them things in some milk and call it a day. Bundt cake, B-U-N-T. I see a lot of ones. Yeah, I like the Thin Mints now, but as a kid, I wasn't a big fan of Thin Mints and Samoas, but as an adult, I love them. And let me tell y'all something. I have successfully avoided buying Girl Scout cookies for the past 2 years, I think. I think for the past 2 years, when I try to come out the grocery store and they try to accost me, when those little girls chase me down, let me tell you something. I used to be able to get away with saying I don't have no cash. Baby, they got the machines now. They got the square machines. They said, that's okay. We can take your debit card. And I try to buy the cookies, even if I make a donation. That's what I've done the last couple of years. I just make a donation. Because I was a Girl Scout. Y'all know I was a Girl Scout my whole life. I was a Girl Scout. I'm still technically a Girl Scout because I paid my lifetime membership. So I'm still technically a Girl Scout. But I remember being out there selling them cookies out in front of the grocery store. I used to be out in front of the Giant on Queens Chapel Road, right there at Maryland, right there at Hyattsville, Maryland, right there on Queens Chapel Road. Anybody know that area? Y'all know where I was. It's not a Giant anymore. I don't know what kind of grocery store it is now. It's one of them little, I don't know. But it was a Giant back in the day. We used to be at that Giant, and then we used to be at the Safeway. We used to either go to the Safeway in Hyattsville. Okay, we either go to the we would go to the Safeway over there off of New Hampshire Avenue. Okay, if you in the DC area, y'all know what I'm talking about. And I used to be out there selling them cookies. Them little girls chase you down. Yeah, they'll chase you down. They're like mafia, man. Hustling them cookies. I ain't mad at them. You went all the way to cadets. Yeah, I went all the way through and I got my silver award. I didn't get my gold award, but I ran out of time. I didn't meet all the requirements in time. But Courtney is a Girl Scout because I'm a life, because even when I was in college, we had campus scouts. We had a Girl Scout troop on my college campus, and I was a member. And we did a lot more for the college level. We did a lot more reaching back and going into the community and a lot more stuff like that. But we had a campus chapter on my college campus. I wasn't a Girl Scout, but I put my foster daughters in the program. Oh, good for you. Girl Scout, drug dealer, same thing, the way they push them cookies. You ain't lying. Because let me tell you something. Because let me tell you why they push them cookies so hard. And anybody who's ever been a Girl Scout or been affiliated with a Girl Scout troop, you know why they do it. Because generally we're raising money for something. So like I remember one year we was raising money to go to Niagara Falls, and I ended up not even going on that trip. I was telling Cruz about that today. I ended up not even going on that damn trip, and I was selling them cookies. Because the troop makes a certain amount of money per box. I forgot now, child. But however many boxes you sell, you get that much credit. So like when we were going to Niagara Falls, if I sold, I don't remember the numbers, I'm just making a number up, right? If I sold a certain number of boxes, let's say I sold 1,000 boxes, I don't remember, I might raise $300. So that $300 would go towards my trip so that my parents didn't have to pay that much money. Baby, that's why they be selling them cookies, because they probably raising money for a trip and they trying to get as much money off of their trip as they can. I'm just telling you what I know. I am telling y'all what I know. Sometimes sometimes it was a big trip. Sometimes it was a small trip. Sometimes we was just going to King's Dominion. But the more cookies we sold, the less money our parents had to come up with to pay for that trip to King's Dominion. Mm-hmm. One year we raised money to go to Savannah, to go to Juliette Lowe's house. For those who don't know, she's the founder of the Girl Scouts. She's the founder of the Girl Scouts. They discontinued your favorite cookie. Which one did they discontinue? I went to Girl Scout camp a couple of years, child. Not they got cracking them cookies and we all know it. Yeah, Terrence. They send the ringer out. They send the little brownie out. They send the small one out. So you know that's how they do. Y'all know that's how they do. Oh, Dulce de Leche. Yeah, Dolce de Leche. Yeah, that wasn't one of my favorites. JB said they ain't breaking my bank. JB, I saw your text, boo. I'll respond when I get off of here. Top seller 3 years in a row. You better go, Jessica. Jessica said, don't play with me. Don't play with me. I think I was a top seller 1 year. But let me tell you what I used to do, baby. I'm going to tell y'all. So my mother was a regional director. So we had all the cookies at our house. And the different people from all over the district would come to our house to pick up their cookies for their troop. Because my mama was, she was one of the regionals, right? Baby, let me tell you what I used to do. Y'all remember them Benetton bags? I ain't talking about the little book. I'm talking about the big Benetton tote bags back in the day. Yeah, again, my DC people know what I'm talking about. But it was that big Benetton tote bag. Baby, I would go down in the garage because that's where all the cookies were. I would go down in that garage. I would fill up my bag. I didn't take pre-orders. I said, ain't nobody got time for pre-orders. Okay, baby, I would fill up that bag of Girl Scout cookies, and I would take that bag to school. I remember the cookies were $3 a piece back then. They were $3. Or were they $1.50? I think they were $3. I don't remember, but I know I would go to school, and in the cafeteria before school started, I would sell them cookies. Every morning, I would fill that bag up, take it to school, and it got to the point where they was waiting for me to show up. It got so bad that the principal said to me, you can't do this no more because it's causing too much confusion in the morning. I said, no problem. Y'all meet me outside. I sell them outside before I go into school. And I did that probably for about how long they usually sell the cookie. I think however long the cookie sell. And my mother said, and I was giving her the money. I was giving her the money, but I wasn't keeping the inventory. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't keeping the inventory. I was just putting the boxes in. So like for example, the tagalongs didn't sell that well. So I stopped taking the tagalongs. I took the stuff that people wanted. They wanted Thin Mints. They wanted Samoas. They wanted the treacle. I took what people wanted. I filled up my bag with what the people wanted. I came home and I would just say, Ma, I sold some cookies today. Here. And I would give her the money. So I got credit for the sales. But then when people were coming to get their cookies, my mother was coming up short. She was like, because of course she's keeping up with what she's picking up because she's got to pay. She has to keep up, baby. My mama said, where are you taking the cookies from? Are you taking the cookies from the cookies that we sold like as a family? Or are you taking the cookies from the garage? That's when I had to play dumb. Ma, I thought that's where you said to get them from. I thought you told me to get them out the garage. Your daughter's a brownie. You should, Mahogany, you should have, I would have let you put the link in the chat. I would have let you put the link in the chat. So if people wanted to buy some cookies from you, you should have told me. Y'all let me know. Listen, I can't make nobody buy it, but y'all are welcome to share the information. Yeah. Yeah, hit me up. I'll make a donation. If you hit me up with send me your Cash App, I'll make a donation to the Truth for. I'll make a donation. Anybody fooling with Cajun in my timestamps? Shut up, Cajun. Baby, I got in trouble. I got in trouble, but not. I got in trouble, but not in trouble because it wasn't. Now I would have gotten in trouble if I was keeping the money, but I was giving her the money. I just wasn't keeping the inventory. So she knew that I was selling cookies that I didn't take orders for. But my mother was like, "Well, I always order extra, so that's not a big deal." But she thought I was taking them from what she bought for the family. You know, for me and my sister to sell. She didn't know I was taking them from like the whole inventory. So she had to, baby, but who had to go down there and count all them boxes and reconcile her inventory? She said, well, you gonna go down there, you count up all them cookies. You tell me how much I have of everything left. Child. Shut up, little baby. Then she go talk about all this push and talk. Shut up, little baby. Anyway, moving right along. What time is it? Okay, moving right along. Let's get into. Oh, we didn't even hardly make a dent in this list. My goodness, baby, y'all got me all off kilter, child. We didn't even make a dent in this list. My goodness. Okay, let me do a couple of quick ones, and then we're gonna talk about. We're gonna get into Funky Dineva versus Tiffany because I know y'all gonna get mad at me about that one. So we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Let me do a couple of these little quick ones. Peter Thomas is out of jail. You good, Jay? Child, you know that's what we do around here. Peter Thomas is out of jail. I feel like he just went to jail. Like, I literally feel like the man just went to jail, but they say he out of jail. I guess he's paying. Can y'all hear me? My mic went out. Can y'all hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. Yeah, so that's what they said, honey. His girlfriend posted talking about some. I can finally. Oh my gosh, I missed him so much, girl. Don't nobody want him but you. Don't nobody want him but you. So good for you. T Hood, y'all know Kelsey. The whole situation with the Love and Hip Hop People's daughter, Kirk Frost, and your lips all on my bubblegum girl. What's her name? Rashida. The unaliving of her boyfriend has officially been ruled self-defense. So there will be no charges. I think once that video dropped of him beating her up, multiple videos of him assaulting her and beating her up, I think it would have been hard to prove anything other than self-defense. I'm sorry. And I understand that the autopsy showed that he had been shot in the back, but I think it would have been hard to get a jury to convict. You know what I'm saying? Being able, like, knowing something that happened or believing something that happened and being able to prove it are two different. I mean, being able to get a conviction are two different things. But they said that officially they have just ruled that self-defense, and everybody, we're just gonna move right on. We're just gonna move right along. We're gonna move right along. Congratulations to Meg Thee Stallion. She will be making her Broadway debut. Is it Chicago? Damn it. But congratulations, she'll be officially making her Broadway debut. I mean, I don't know what she's gonna do, but girl, do you work, honey, work. And have y'all heard that remix, that Meg remix, with Juvenile? Baby, the song was already hot, and then you add Meg on there. Oh baby, oh baby. Baby, that thing is hot like fire. Do you hear me? Honey. Hot like fire. Yeah, she bought a Popeyes franchise. I think did we talk about that a couple of weeks ago, I think? But if not, yep, she sure did. Henrietta Jacks, you guys may or may not be familiar with her story. They made a movie about her a few years ago. Oprah did it. Her cells have been used for the last, I want to say last 40 years. Her cells have been used for all sorts of research. There's something so unique about her cells that they've been used to help cure cancers and medical research. And they had her cells, they've obtained her cells without her permission or consent. And so the family has been pursuing for probably the last 20 years. The family has been pursuing financial compensation for all of these all these pharmaceutical companies that have been able to thank you, K-Fit. If you in the chat, if you in the bushes, thank you, boo, for sharing me out. They have been able to monopolize off of this and make so much money off of her sales. They said that the family and the pharmaceutical company that currently has her sales have reached a financial settlement. Of course, it has not been disclosed, but they have been fighting for years and years and years and years. And I am happy for them. And I hope that it's a good compensation. I hope that it is enough to take care of the family, take care of her, her family. I believe she has living siblings and children. So on this last couple of days of Black History Month, I think that's a great way to end the month. But you're right. I'm sorry, Henrietta Lacks. And there was a book written, y'all. They did a movie. I believe the movie was probably on HBO, I think, a few years ago. But it was also a really good book written that gets more technical. The movie is going to be what it is. It's an HBO movie. It's going to be what it is. But the book gets a lot more technical. So shout out to that. Pink said, don't believe the hype. Pink said, if you didn't hear from me, don't believe it. Now, People magazine reported that her and her husband, Corey Hart, were separating for a second time after 20 years of being married. You guys remember that Pink married Corey, and I believe after like maybe 2 years of them being married, they got separated, and then they got back together. And I'm going to be honest, baby, Pink minds her business. Pink is one of them celebrities that does her thing. I think she had a Vegas show for a few years. She releases her music, raises her kids, loves up on her husband. And we don't have no drama with Pink. Excuse me. We don't have no drama with Pink. Okay? Now, I don't know where People magazine got the report from. I'm sure it came from somewhere that they felt was reputable, because they wouldn't have said it. I mean, People is a pretty reputable magazine. Not to say they never get it wrong, because they do. But Pink came down on her Instagram yesterday and said, listen, I don't understand why y'all have so much energy to talk about this. She was like, I hate to even use the term fake news. She said, but this is fake news. She said, can we talk about the Epstein files? Can we talk about systemic racism? Can we talk about like the bullshit that's going on in this country? Why y'all worried about what me and my husband got going on? And no, we not getting divorced. We good. We good. Now that's what she said. I have always loved Pink. I have been a fan of Pink since her very, very, very first album. I love me some Pink. Okay. And I hope it's not true, because unfortunately, sometimes these things are a precursor to the story, and maybe Pink, they weren't ready to sell it. They weren't ready to put it out there, maybe. But I hope it is fake news. I really hope it is fake news. But I love how she handled it. She said, look, if you ain't heard it from me, don't you never worry about it. Okay? Okay. Did you see Pink is willing to pay for the fine a women's volleyball team got for wearing shorts and not bathing suit bottoms? No, but good for her. Because I've never understood, why do women have to damn near be naked when they play volleyball, but the men can just wear shorts down to their damn knees and don't nobody say nothing to them? Like at the Olympics and beach volleyball, why do the women have to have on bikinis? And the men can wear tank tops and shorts. The women are damn near naked. And I love beach volleyball. I love watching beach volleyball. I love beach volleyball. Why the hell they got to be damn near naked? In bikinis and shit. The men got on they wear tank tops and shorts. Why they can't be topless? Why they got the... The misogyny is real, honey. The misogyny is real. I felt a virtual wedgie watch. Yeah, and all that sand and shit. And the men get to just wear regular shorts and tank tops. I could even see if they make the men take their shirts off and make them just do it topless. But no, they get to wear regular fucking clothes. But whatever. Anyway, moving right along, child. Moving right along. Shout out to her. Pink, that's my girl. Brit Eady has dropped her lawsuit against Bravo only to refile it in federal court. I thought we had talked about this because she did that back in November, but for whatever reason, that's making the blogs now. So shout out to Brit Eady, girl. Do you, honey? Do you, honey? David has officially been named the target person by the LAPD in the unaliving of Celeste. So listen, I'll let y'all know when the man get charged. I'll let you know when the man gets charged, child. The governing body for volleyball add leggings to the approved list of clothing items a few years ago. Only reason I know is because my daughter played. Yeah, good for her. And I do know when it's raining, like at the Olympics, if it's raining, they will let them wear leggings when it's raining. I do know that. And they do obviously they make allowances for religious purposes. When I was in college, I was the statistician for basketball and volleyball, and one of the girls on our volleyball team was Muslim. So they made an exception in that case, you know. Yeah. So at this point, I just let y'all know when they arrest him, because what are we doing? Bravo has until March the 6th to reply. Okay, well, Tracy, y'all know Tracy's on top of it. So if and when that reply drops, Tracy will let us know. All right. Hold on. Let me read y'all something. I know y'all been waiting on this, so let me get it for y'all. Hold on. Y'all have been waiting with bated breath for this announcement I'm getting ready to make. Hold on. Y'all been waiting. Hold on. Let me. Y'all ready? Okay, let me clear my throat. Hold on. Let me take a sip. Because y'all have been waiting for this announcement. So let me give it for y'all, okay? Being part of the Real Housewives of Potomac was an unforgettable experience. And I am so grateful for the friendships, the lessons, and the chance to share my life with viewers. While this wasn't my decision, I respect that every show has its evolution, and I'm excited for what's next. Thank you to Bravo, the cast, and the fans for the support. I can't wait to see what the future holds. Guess who wrote that? Now, this allegedly came from Jazzy's Instagram. This allegedly came from Jazzy. Now, here's the reason why I'm kind of feeling like this might not have come from Jazzy. I kind of feel like maybe because, well, one, I don't follow her on Instagram. So somebody who follows her, let me know if this is true or not. But generally speaking, they don't speak on, personnel issues until after the season is over, which includes all 3 parts of the reunion. Which means that if this is true, she really wasn't supposed to say anything until after Sunday. Now, I don't know if she jumped the gun or if this is fake news. I mean, we don't care. If I'm being, well, I don't care. Now you got my hopes up. I thought you were about to tell me the FIC finally. Ooh, girl. Ooh, no. We might have to do the. I might have to play the clip from the Oz with that one. Can you feel a? But actually, no, because then it would be JD Vance. So no, we can't celebrate yet. So yeah, I don't know because I haven't seen this anywhere else either. So y'all know I'm always leery when I don't see it anywhere else. I saw this on Threads, but it looked like it came from her account. But again, I haven't heard anybody else talking about it. But who knows? And again, at the end of the day, I don't really think most of us care. I don't think most of us care, if I'm being honest. But that's just me. That's just me. All right, I'm gonna do one more of these. Well, we're gonna. Okay, so tomorrow we're gonna talk about the whole Harris family fighting 50 Cent. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. Okay. Nicki Minaj, we'll talk about her tomorrow and how her lawyers say she done ghosted them. We'll talk about that tomorrow. Okay, a few of these other ones were just little small stories we'll talk about tomorrow. But the last two stories I'm going to mention today before we get out of here. First of all, it is 254 y'all in the room. Don't forget to get your raffle ticket. If you have not purchased your Black History Month raffle ticket, I'm going to put the link in the chat once again. I know some of y'all have been purchasing it as I've been on here. They're $10 a ticket, $3 for 20, $10 for 80. You are guaranteed if you win one of the if you win the Black History Month basket or the Really Be TV swag basket, you are guaranteed a Stanley Cup, among other things. There'll be other things in the packages, but you are guaranteed a Stanley Cup. You're gonna get a Black Stanley Cup if you win the Black History Month package, and the Really Be TV swag. I don't know why I like doing that to this. You're gonna win this one, which is, I think this is so pretty. Oh, I wish I could keep this for myself, but I'm not gonna be selfish. And shout out to my subscriber JJ. We call her JJ. She donated. Well, she sent me 4 Stanley Cups, and she said, "Hey, they're yours. Do with them what you like." And so I decided I was going to keep 2, and I was going to add 2 to that. I was looking forward to Harris versus 50. You know, I'll be there tomorrow. Yeah, we're gonna, because look, I want to really talk about it. And then somebody put in the chat that the baby done got involved. They got the baby singing a song too. This is your new channel. Okay, Malik, I'm so sorry. I could not find you, boo. I could not find you, but thank you. The era of TMC. Okay. And I know you were joking now. But baby, look, all I saw was Team Trump, and I was like, get it out of here. But I understand you were joking, and I apologize. It was a misunderstanding, but I'm glad you're back. And let me say this. Well, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow. I'm gonna save it for tomorrow because I want to really talk about it. I'm gonna save it for tomorrow, okay? Just like I really want to get into the Nicki Minaj. We're gonna talk about it. But let's talk about, okay, I'm gonna just real quick, we're gonna get Ray J out the way because y'all know he on the sick and shut in list. And I don't mean that to be funny. I'm just saying he one of the people that we don't have a lot of energy for over here. So first of all, Ray J's girlfriend then came down here to the internet telling us that she had to slap Ray J. I guess she was trying to tell us that she was the reason why they had the domestic violence phone call a couple of days ago. Because she said that he was threatening to unalive himself and he's not really in a good mental space. Ray J then came down here and said he fine. Oh, the song from the baby is older. Okay, because I was like, I can't believe they got the baby in it, but child. Right. First of all, who knew Ray J had a girlfriend? Because I didn't. Now, the part that I thought was funny though, y'all know that Ray J and Kim Kardashian are involved in this lawsuit situation, right? So Kim Kardashian gonna put it, she gonna say that this RICO accusation could cost her dream of becoming a lawyer. Baby, Ray J said I'm not the reason why you're not a lawyer. You can't pass the bar. And can't nobody argue that. Because, Kim, you can't pass the bar exam. You being accused of RICO in this bullshit law, like him going online accusing you of that, that is not going to stop you from becoming an attorney, ma'am. Now, you're not passing the bar. Ma'am, you didn't even go to law school. If this was really a big dream of yours, you would do it the way millions of people do it. Now, I do understand that there are people who take the track that Kim Kardashian is taking. I understand that that track exists for a reason, that is an alternative to law school. However, Kim, I don't think you're one of those people because, ma'am, you didn't even go to college. You don't even have an undergrad degree. Now, I understand that we can say a lot of things about Ray J, but baby, when you write, you write. On this one, I gotta side with Ray J. On this one, I gotta side with Ray J. Man, that is not the reason why you are not an attorney. Oh, okay. Terrell is my first name. Malik is my middle name. The reason why I go by my middle name is because a lot of people can't spell my first name. Okay. Well, no problem, boo. I'm just glad you're back. Child. Go somewhere, girl. Ray J better leave Kim alone. She got $2 billion in the bank for a dream team of attorneys. Listen, I don't think Ray J cares. I just don't think he cares. Thank you, MM. I'm just gonna say MM. I don't want to call out your government name. Thank you. I will add all of these names. Make sure you're filling out the form. If you haven't filled out the form, but you sent me money for a raffle ticket, please fill out the form so I'll have the information I need for when you win. Thank you, Dr. Mac. Oh, that was you. Okay, Dr. Mac. Thank you, boo. So here's the part. Let me put a timestamp. Okay, 1 hour, 18 minutes. Because here's the part where y'all probably about to get mad at me. And that's okay. Okay. I don't know why my mic keep going out. Y'all can hear me now? Okay, you can hear me now? Okay. All right. All y'all heard was I'm gonna be mad at you. So whenever it's a funky Dineva topic, y'all always seem to get mad at me. I just don't know. I don't know I don't know why. But hold on. Okay. You know what, Sabrea, the mic wasn't connected. The mic ain't new. I just thought it was connected and it wasn't all that time the mic wasn't even connected. It's connected now. So Funky Dineva was doing his show the other night, and Funky Dineva knows Tiffany, the infamous Tiffany from America's Next Top Model, the infamous "We were all rooting for you" Tiffany. He knows her. They went to school together, so he knows her. They grew up together, so he knows her. So when he was doing his commentary the other night about his opinion on America's Next Top Model, he made a comment about Tiffany. Hold on, I have some of it here. Hold on. He made a comment about Tiffany getting into a fight and when they were kids getting into a fight. Hold on, let me find it. Now, she didn't like what he had to say too much. Hold on, let me see. So I'm gonna let y'all hear. This is a little bit how it went.
Documentary is Tiffany Richardson, right? Now, remember I told y'all I went to school with Tiffany Richardson, and the other day I told a story about a 20-year-old story about when we were in high school. Some girls was trying to jump Tiffany, and I said her grandma showed up at the gas station with a hammer, right, to help Tiffany. And that was kind of how I remembered the story. It was very chaotic. In all honesty, I really did not think that I was saying anything out of the way. I was just telling a funny story. I did not really think Tiffany would have some type of adverse response to the situation. But here is what somebody decided.
So let me say this. And like I said, I know a lot of y'all not going to agree with what I'm getting ready to say, and that's fine. So Funky Dineva told a story from 20 years ago about you getting ready to get jumped, your grandmother driving down to the gas station with a hammer to help you in this fight. He was like, I didn't think that would upset her. I didn't think it was a big deal. But let's hear.
To clip the post and put it on one of these, blogs on Instagram. And the blog says, Funky Dineva went to school with Tiffany Richardson and tells the story of her grandmother stopping girls from fighting her. So Tiffany Richardson gets up under the post and says, Funky Dineva, whole stop line. I had the hammer, bitch, and I was about to get jumped, and my grandma came and hit me in the head because I would not get in the car. You cokehead ass bitch. I did drugs too, but you must still be on them. Stop the cap. How you still be at the after hours paying for dates, bitch? Still paying for boy booty is wild.
So let me stop there. I think his version of the story was better than what version you just told. That's true. I don't know. You said that ain't what happened. I had the hammer. My grandmother came down there to get me and knocked me upside the head to stop me from fighting. Now, I understand that when something happens to you, it's important for people to get the story right. I get it. I understand that for some people, a difference, you could say she was wearing a red shirt and somebody will be like, no, my shirt was not red. I had on a black shirt. I understand that that's a big deal to some people. But in the grand scheme of things, it wasn't that deep, in my opinion. Now, I can't speak for Tiffany. But I didn't think it was that deep. But I also feel like the story that you told is worse than the story he told. Because what it sounds like is your grandmother came down there to save your ass and tell you to get your ass in this car before these girls whoop your ass or before you do something with this hammer and your ass was going to be in jail. That's what it sounds like happened. Now, the story Funky Dineva told, it sound like your grandmama came down there to help you out. Like, these girls about to whoop your ass. Let me bring you a little weapon. Let me help you out a little something. Either way, the story is crazy because I'm thinking, well, what did you do for these girls to come down here and jump you? Either way, in my opinion, her response was a lot for what he did. You could have just said, Funky Dineva, you got that story all wrong. That is not how it went down. But you called him out his name, you bringing up his drug use, and then you accusing him of paying for sex. Not, again, is it a major thing? No. But I think her response is a bit much for what was said, my opinion. Now let me let the rest of this play.
And so when my friend sent me this, I was like, wow, that response is a little, in my opinion, disproportionate to what it is that I had to say in reference to Tiffany. I just told a funny story that I thought was funny from 20-something years ago. Okay, maybe I got the details mixed up. Maybe it wasn't you with the hammer. Maybe it was your grandma with the hammer. All I knew is you was finna get jumped and it was a hammer involved. And so I was talking to a few friends from school and I was like, you know what? I was like, Tiffany looks like what she's been through, past, present, and future. And so I'm not going to say anything. Like, this girl is on TV right now. She's catching a whole lot of flack from all the stuff. Quentin, leave her alone. You have a bigger platform. Just leave her alone. You know what I'm saying? And that's really what I was going to do about it. I was like, you know, people who don't be in this media stuff and be out of the media for a long time, and then they get all this media attention, it does upset them and cause a whole lot of angst and anxiety. Now, I had lined it up where I was going to do the Takara story. I was just going to touch on what Tiffany said, and I wasn't even going to respond because quiet as it's kept, going in on Tiffany is very low-hanging fruit. In the American Top Model documentary.
So she then, because I didn't clip all, wait a minute, hold on. Did I? Because I didn't clip every single part. But hold on, let me see. Is this the next part? Hold on. Because I had that's part 1, and then I have part 3. But I feel like I'm missing. Let me see if this is
too far behind him, you dusty homeless bitch.
Okay, no, that's after he already cussing her out. Hold on. Let me tell you what Tiffany then said. Let me read y'all what Tiffany then said. Hold on. Child, let me find it. Moulin Rouge. That's the show that Meg Thee Stallion is gonna be in. Moulin Rouge. Thank you. Ooh. Hold on. Child, I'm sorry. Let me find it. It's somewhere in all this daggone phone. Because I want y'all to hear what she said to him and then his response. Because I know some people I know for some people it's not gonna matter what he said. Y'all are gonna be like, it doesn't matter what she said. He ain't have to do all of that. And again, we can disagree. So Tiffany says, so sad that this is how you want to spend your last days. Because y'all know, she posted a picture. So this is what she did. On her Instagram story, she posted this picture of when he announced that he had cancer, right? And then she posted that picture of him looking emaciated, whatever. So then she says, so sad that this is how you want to spend your last days. Talking about me, ho. You've been doing it in the butt too much. Now look at you, shaking my head. So before I get into what Funky Dineva said, let me say this. I'm shedding. Sorry, y'all. I'm shedding. I'm not going to say she wished death on him, but she's basically saying you announced that you have cancer and you gonna die. That's what she said. Your last days. This is how you want to spend your last days. That's what she said. Then she went on to say, you've been doing it in the butt too long. So that's a homophobic type statement because number one, you're insinuating that that's how he got cancer. I mean, that's how I read it. Maybe that's not how y'all heard it. That's how I heard it. Maybe that's not how y'all heard it, but that's how I heard it. You're saying the man got cancer, he getting ready to die, and he been doing it in the butt too long. So that, again, that's that homophobic type stuff that people throw out, right? Now, Funky Dineva's response, he went scorched earth. He went scorched earth. Now that's that. Now that's that Florida stuff, y'all. We know the T.S. Madison and the Kayas and the Trinas, and we know that that's how them people in Florida do. So she said what she said, and Funky Dot even said what he said. Now I already know before I even say anything, y'all are gonna be like, but he don't have that energy for men. I ain't arguing that right now. I ain't arguing whether he has that energy for men. I ain't arguing that. I ain't about to argue that. Some people might say, yeah, she said that about him, but he went too far. That's your opinion. I ain't arguing with you. That's your opinion. I ain't arguing with you. I ain't arguing with none of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But what I am going to say is, because people are saying it's not cancer, but it's not homophobic because he is gay. I don't understand what you're saying. First of all, what do you mean people are saying it's not cancer? So people are saying he lied about saying he got cancer? And then you said it's not homophobic because he's gay. Just because he's homophobic doesn't mean that he's taking anything in his ass. You do know that, right? Just because a man is gay does not mean that they're taking anything in the ass. Number two, what does that have to do with him having cancer? What does that have to do with anything? Why even bring that up? You wouldn't say that to a straight woman. Oh, that must be because you having sex too much. Like that's not how that works. If I came here and I told y'all I had breast cancer, nobody in here would take it as anything to do with my sexuality. Nobody would connect me having cancer to anything dealing with my sexuality. But because he has prostate cancer, now he's taking it in the butt too much. What does that have to do with anything? And again, just because he's a gay man doesn't mean he's taking anything in the butt. That's not how this works. But anyway, moving right along. So Funky Dot even, I'm not going to play y'all everything he said because, child, the video might get demonetized. But I'm going to just play y'all. What's up, Half Pen? Hey, boo. I'm going to just play y'all a little bit of what was said. I'm just going to play a little bit because, again, I can't play the whole thing. But I want to be fair and let y'all hear both sides. So I'll let y'all hear what she said. So, Oh, thank you, Universe Soul Goddess. So this is Funky Dot again. This is a clip of what, and again, he went on a whole, baby. He went off. It's about a 5-part clip on Instagram or TikTok or whatever, but.
Tiffany, you don't even look like you work. You don't even look like you work. And quiet as it's kept, the going price for pussy is $40 a pound. You don't even look like nobody would want to buy none from your crackhead, dusty looking ass. What I said did not warrant what all you did, and you still going, talking about somebody want to spend their last days talking about you. Tiffany, you finna get more press from me going in on you than you have ever in your damn lifetime. And I don't want to hear no shit about, oh, he don't went too far. He didn't have to talk about her son. Fuck her son. Fuck her. You didn't have to do what you did. It was not that real, Tiffany. Me and you ain't never had no beef. And the sad part is you the same weak ass hoe that you was when we went to school. You always had mouth, could never back it up. And if it wasn't for real, you wouldn't have had shit because your mama, her name Kitty. Kitty couldn't do nothing with you. Kitty ain't have shit. That's why she had to send you around your damn grandma's house for your grandma to take care of you. And your grandma couldn't do shit with you either. You always been dumb. You always been mouthy. You the only bitch from Miami that had the opportunity that somebody did, landed on Top Model twice, and still didn't know what to do with it. Because you're stupid. Because you're stupid.
Now, to be fair, he did talk about her dead son. Tiffany had a son that was killed in a robbery, and he did speak on, you should have been paying attention to what your son was doing down to the GameStop because he was killed after a robbery. I guess he robbed a GameStop or he was a part of a robbery at a GameStop. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until this. I didn't know that her son had died or was killed. And a lot of people are saying he went too far. And again, I'm not arguing whether he did or he didn't. I think whether you think he went too far or not is whether you are the type of person that if you slap me, I'm going to hit you upside the head with a hammer. You know what I mean? Like some people are like, look, you can't tell me how to fight. Once somebody comes for me and comes at me, you can't tell me how to respond. And we know that Funky Dineva is one of those people that's like, look, once somebody comes for me, you can't tell me how to respond. You can't tell me how to respond. And she did come for him. I mean, again, that story, I don't think it was that deep. And I really don't think it was a bad story. I mean, girl, that happened when you were in high school. You're not that, if you're not that person anymore, you're not that person anymore. But it sounds like the story happened. You corrected the details, but the story that he was telling wasn't a lie. I mean, I could see if she said that never happened. That was somebody else. That never happened, ho. You got me confused with my homegirl, Sally. That wasn't me with the hammer. That was Sally. Then I could see her being a little upset because he didn't told a whole lie. But the story was true. He just had some of the details wrong. Now, again, I ain't going to play the whole thing. But y'all can go over to the TikTok and find it. Or you can go to his channel. And I think it was last night's episode. It was either last night or the night before last. I mean, you can go to his channel and just go give him the view. Now, y'all know I don't watch him. So I saw this. I was scrolling through TikTok last night. And that's when I saw it. Because I ain't know nothing was going on. I didn't know nothing. I ain't know none of this had happened. Lauren, he's speaking on Tiffany the same reason why all the rest of us are speaking on Tiffany, because of the America's Next Top Model documentary. And he knows her. That would be no different than if, let's say I knew Eva. That would be no different than if I was talking about the America's Next Top Model documentary and I said, y'all, I went to school with Eva. Let me tell y'all this funny story that happened one time. Baby, one time I was coming out my classroom and Eva was running down the hall. There was 3 girls following behind her. And next thing I knew, Eva picked up a trash can and threw it and hit a girl upside the head. Baby, that was some good stuff right there. It's no different. What he did is no different than any of us telling a story and we have a personal connection to the story. That is it. Everybody on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram is talking about the America's Next Top Model documentary, and everybody's talking about Tiffany. She had damn near a half an episode was dedicated to her. So what do you mean, why was he talking about her? He was talking about her the same reason why everybody's talking about her. Everybody. I mean, I think sometimes, and again, I get it. People don't like Funky Dineva. Y'all know he's not my favorite person either. But at the end of the day, sometimes he ain't always the villain in every damn thing. He ain't the villain in every damn thing. He was doing commentary just like everybody else was doing commentary. And he told a story because he went to high school with her. And he told a story about when they went to high school. He thought it was a funny story to tell. I would have thought it was a funny story to tell. I wouldn't have thought that she would have responded that way. And again, some people might say his response was too much. That's fine. I'm not arguing that. I ain't arguing with nobody about his energy for women versus men. I ain't getting into that. I just thought it was an interesting anecdote. Sabrea said, quite frankly, Funky's story retelling was due to that he didn't like how Tyra treated Tiffany. So he was actually defending Tiffany, because I told you I didn't watch the whole thing. So he was actually defending Tiffany. You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know why my mic keeps going out. I'm sorry. He started the story talking about her body. Well, then that's what she should have focused on. Again, I didn't watch the whole thing because I do not watch Funky Dineva, so I didn't see the whole thing. But he started off talking about her body. Okay. I don't know what he said about her body. Thank you. Somebody just bought some raffle tickets. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Like I said, I'm going to update. When I get off of here, that'll be the first thing I do is when I update it. He definitely threw shade. Well, I'm sure he did. I mean, No, he only said how skinny she was. Then I don't feel like, see, again, y'all don't like him, and that's fine. But I don't think that saying that she's skinny is talking about her body. I mean, technically, I guess it is, but not that will warrant all of this. I'm sorry. Not that will warrant all of this. Him talking about her being skinny, it's a fact. She's skinny. See, that's like somebody calling me fat. I'm fat. So him calling her skinny is not talking about her body if she is in fact skinny. Again, I get it. Y'all don't like the man. Fine. But come on, y'all. He even said how pretty she is. See? Again, I just think, if you don't like him, you don't like him. If you don't like him, you don't like him. And ain't nothing I can do about that. If you don't like him, you don't like him. It's the homophobia for me. I'm so tired of it being excused as a comeback. I agree. And that's why I said that was a homophobic statement. It absolutely was. It didn't seem malicious, but I also wasn't on the receiving end. And that's fair. That's fair to say. It's fair. That's fair to say, look, I didn't think it was malicious, but hey, it wasn't directed at me. That's fair. Tiffany and Funky are the same. I'm not mad at all. It was funny to me. Right. I feel like they gave each other the business. Back then, she was the ideal size for a model. Absolutely. Calling a model skinny is not body shaming. Stop the cap. I agree. Like I said, if I was on a modeling show where my body is going to be discussed, where my body is going to be the topic of conversation, and somebody makes a comment about my body, I don't think that is somebody talking about me. But now if I'm walking down the street and somebody say, hey, you fat bitch, now that's a different conversation. But if I'm on a modeling show, let's go on a plus size modeling show, and they're critiquing my body, and so people are doing commentary and they're critiquing what the critique was of my body, I do not see that on the same level as me walking down the street and somebody just calling me out my name. But again, like Selma said, it wasn't directed at me. I'm gonna say this, and again, him talking about her body, if her response had been about, why you talking about my body, ho? My body look better than you, ho. I got, you know what I mean? If that had been her response, then I would be like, okay, that's what she mad about. But that ain't what she was mad about, y'all. Y'all mad about that. That ain't what she was mad about, because that's not what she said. She addressed what he said about the story with the hammer. She didn't give a fuck about him talking about her body because she didn't say nothing about that. Y'all mad about it. He ain't mad about it. I mean, she ain't mad about it. How do y'all get to tell Tiffany what to be offended by? I'm not telling her what to be offended by. What she was offended by was him getting that hammer story wrong. That's what she was offended by. She wasn't offended by him talking about her body because she didn't say that. She said, ho, you told the story wrong, ho. That's what she said. So if she had responded and said, I don't appreciate you talking about my body, but that ain't what she talking about. She talking about that hammer. Not even really be there mad because Funky was the messenger. I agree. Because I feel like if she had gotten into that argument with, why does my microphone keep going? I have to see if all of my plugs must not be plugged in. Because all I did was pick these up off the thing. And every time I move over this area, so the plugs must not be plugged in really well. But anyway, like I said, I knew this was gonna be controversial because I know how. Whenever I talk about Funky Dineva, whenever I talk about Tasha K, baby, y'all come for me. Y'all come for me. And I don't feel like. And let me say this: people who are disagreeing with me in the chat, I don't feel like y'all are coming for me. Again, I don't feel like y'all are coming for me. And again, I respect y'all's opinion. I see it differently, but I respect your opinion. And you respectfully, you can see it the way you see it. So I want to say that I don't feel like y'all are coming for me. I'm just joking when I say that. I'm joking when I say y'all are coming for me. I don't feel like y'all are coming for me. But I will say, that whenever I talk about Funky Dineva and Tasha K, baby, it is always them comments. Baby, the comments, I can't wait to read them comments this week because when people watch this in the playback, baby, they're going to have something to say. Tracy said, if Oliver had said it, would y'all be mad? If Oliver had... Wow, Gabby, why would you do that? Y'all got to be fucking kidding me. All right, y'all, I'm about to go. I don't know why this... I'm good. I just don't know why somebody would come in here and spoil fucking... I don't want to say it because I don't want to spoil it for the rest of y'all. But literally, I have not watched the show. Why would you come in here and tell me who won? I ain't said nothing about the show. I haven't brought the show up. None of that. Why in the hell would you come in here and tell me who won the damn show? Okay, okay, Auntie Eva, I'm going to look it up now. Give me a second. I'm going to look it up now. Let me go into my email. I'll look it up now. Thank you for reminding me. Let me go into my email. Go make your deposit on the cruise while I look this up. Damn it. Tracy sent it to me. Hold on. There it is right there. All right, let me pull it up. Let me read through it so I can find what it's... Let me find it. I think it was it 54? Hold on. Hold on. I'm looking for it now, y'all. It says, wait a minute, defendant neither admits nor denies the allegations. Hold on. I got to go back to the original to see. I think it was. Hold on, y'all. I need to go back to the original so I can tell you what he's denying. Because you see how he denies everything. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Oh, it's 99. Thank you, Tracy. Tracy said it's 99. Thank you, boo. Let me share my screen. Let me share my screen. All right, so Tracy said 99. So you see how up here he's just like, defendant denies, defendant denies, defendant denies, defendant denies, defendant denies. You see how he does that? So let me go down here to 99. Because Tracy said it's 99. Okay. So for 99, you see right here, Auntie Eva, where it says, if any of the events alleged in the complaint occurred, which defendant vehemently and unequivocally denies, the alleged incidents were welcomed by the plaintiff. Well, that's the part I was talking about, Auntie Eva. That's the part I was talking about. Hold on, let me take this off the screen. So Auntie Eva, that's what I was saying. So he denied. So if you go back up, the rest of these, he was just like, I denied. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. Wasn't me. I didn't do it. Wasn't me. I didn't do it. But then you get down here and he says, basically, if any of the events alleged in the complaint occurred, which I'm saying did not happen. Oh, somebody just sent me money for hibachi. You know what? Thank you, because you know I have a favor. I want some ramen. I want some ramen. Thank you. I think I might go get me some hibachi tomorrow. The defendant vehemently and unequivocally denies, comma, but it says it. So if you just read this, take the prepositional phrase out. If any of the events alleged in the complaint occurred, the alleged incidents were welcomed by the plaintiff. Baby, why would, and again, it might be a legal thing. It might be a legal thing, right? But, baby, what you say that for? What you say that for? Right. You see what I'm saying, Auntie Eva? And now, again, it might be legal reasons why he had to word it that way. Oh, thank you, Lady Libra. But that's what happens. Lord, I said that's what happens. There might be a legal reason why he has to word it that way. Oh, wait a minute. Number 100 ain't much better. Hold on. I ain't even read number 1. I ain't never read. Child, let's read 100. If the plaintiff suffered any of the damages alleged in the complaint, such damages were suffered solely as the result of his own neglect, recklessness, unlawful, illegal, and or improper actions, practices, and or conduct, and its culpable conduct is to bar to any recovery against the defendant. Now, this is what I'm going to say. Here's where I think Donnie is going to get in trouble. This is my opinion. And then I'm going to get off here because I ain't ate dinner yet. This is my opinion. I don't know none of this to be a fact. This is my opinion. Donnie, if you had a relationship with this man, you need to just come on down here and tell us you did. Tell us you fell off the wagon. Tell us you backslid. Tell us you repent. Because if you say, look, we had a consensual relationship, you take some of the You take some of the teeth out of the situation because you don't want to admit you had a relationship with this man. So now you have to kind of cover your bases because it sounds to me like you may not know all the proof he has to prove that y'all have. Hey, boo, that y'all have. Where you been? You all dressed up? Oh, did you? Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. I never did ask you. Hold on, y'all. Try to get this. Okay, sorry about that, y'all. But yeah, if he would just say, "Look, we slept together. We had a relationship. It was off and on for years. You know, we had some good times. We had some bad times. Sometimes I might have said some things that weren't real nice that might have hurt his feelings. Sometimes, you know, I didn't always handle it well because I was still struggling with my own demons because I told y'all I didn't want to live this lifestyle. But yeah, me and him had a relationship, but it was consensual from beginning to end. Baby, that's all he got to say. And at the end of the day, Donnie, are you going to lose some people? You are. You're going to lose some people, but you're going to keep the majority. You know why you're going to keep the majority of the people? Because we already know. We already know. We're not shocked. So you want to keep the majority. You can't hear me? I was whispering. I'm on mute now. Y'all still can't hear me? Quake said mute. Y'all can't hear me? Okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. But yeah, so that's all he has to say, child. All that man has to say is, I backslid. I told y'all years ago that I lived a homosexual lifestyle and I didn't do it anymore, but I backslid. And yes, me and this man had a consensual sexual relationship for years. It was off and on. It was sometimes, I've said it already. I ain't gonna repeat myself. But that's all that man got to say. And this whole lawsuit gets thrown out. Because he's banking on you not wanting to admit that y'all had sex. Now, I don't know if they had sex or not. I'm just saying that's my opinion. Donnie, don't sue me. I didn't say you had sex with that man. I'm just saying that that's my opinion. That's my opinion. But if you had just come down here and said, oh my goodness, and especially since it was so many years ago, it's not like this happened last year, baby. I would have said, it was consent. I would have had a whole press conference and said, you know what? I prayed on this. I talked to my family. And yes, I mean, I'd have made a whole production of it. I'd have had tears. I'd have been singing. I mean, all you got to do is sing your own song. We fall down, but we get up. I fell down. I fell down and fell on some dick. I fell down and fell on some dick. That's all you had to say, Donnie. I'm just saying. And again, the majority of us would have went on about our day. You know why? Because none of us would have been shocked. Who's surprised? Who would be shocked by that? Not act right. Let me get over here, child, because I ain't had no dinner. I was going. No, I'm done with that. 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 I'm about to make me some dinner, and I'm about to watch Bell Collective or something, child. And I will talk to y'all later. Mwah! Peace. Thank y'all so much. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate everybody that bought raffle tickets. Tomorrow is the last day that I will take raffle tickets. Appreciate everybody that voted for me, wants to vote for me, gonna vote for me. We got one more week for that. And anybody that's interested in the cruise, if you have more questions or you need to speak to me, feel free to reach out to me. You can email me. Just put cruise, put Tribo 2.0 in the title, or reach out to me on Instagram. I can answer whatever questions you want. Once you have booked the cruise, let me know you have booked the cruise and I can add you to the group chat, and then you can cuss Cajun out like the rest of us. You know? All right. See y'all tomorrow. Peace.